Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Silent Hill F. This is episode 12. Last time, we went through middle school. Once again, completing that with a few new things and some elements a little bit different, we are now going to leave. We are going to look for Shu and Rinko. Where could they have possibly gone? After we witnessed the deaths of our friends in our dark shrine, we're gonna go and look for them. And we're gonna also look for new cutscenes, of course.
あいつ私を追ってる二人もあいつから逃げたのかも
Yeah, maybe our friends also had to just get away from the strange fog monster. It has to be the plan. So, we are now going to look around here for our next statue. So I assume our next one will be in the next area, as has been the pattern. We will look out for that. We will look out for an item to obtain, and we get ever closer to obtaining the sword. So we're approaching, I guess, the crossroads, the fork in the road, rather, of having the sword and then either purifying it or not. Yeah, I'll use a toolkit. I'll repair that for a chocolate bar. Thank you. My two bestest friends in the whole wide world would never abandon me. Both of them care and love me so much. We have a new Game Plus box. What do we got? Oh, Diary of Revenge. And then, in the Edo period, Abisugaoka witnessed another faith-changing event. The Divine Tree, the symbol of their religion, was struck by lightning and burned down. By this time, the ideologies of the Tsukumogami faith had taken root, and sacredness was now determined by the antiquity of an object. The Divine Tree was not worshipped for subduing the water dragon. Instead, it was only due to the fact it was the oldest object in the area, and so a new divine object was decided upon to take the tree's place. That next target for worship was the Inari statue. Before long, faith in the Inari statue itself developed, mixing with the Tsukumogami faith to create an amalgamation of beliefs completely unique to Abisugaoka. To this effect, the mongrel Inari faith here has almost no likeness to that practiced throughout the rest of Japan and boasts a pathetically superficial history. Even this changing of idols has been turned into some epic divine story by the priests. This is the nonsense they came up with. With the Divine Tree destroyed by lightning, the land lost its guardian, and the ancient evil water dragon attempts to rise from its slumber. Hearing the town's plight, a family of benevolent foxes traveled far from the west to subdue the dragon once more. The people's faith in them bolsters their power, but without enough power, the dragon shall awaken once more. So now they are convincing locals to devote themselves to the new god, Inari-sama. Water Dragon, Divine Tree, Tsukumogami, and now Inari-sama. These pathetic people believe their faith has 1,000 years of history, yet it's been mutilated time and again to suit their petty needs. Man truly is a fickle beast. And an Ema for my trouble. Hey, you guys are just worshipping the next thing on the list. We can also change costume now, by the way, because they have decided to add the Fatal Frame to Crimson Butterfly remake costume. What a crossover. I think that is pretty cool. Does this costume get damaged in the same way? Like if I stick this on... Oh my god, it does. That's actually an incredible detail. That means my back and more will be damaged. That's actually pretty sick. Hey, New Game Plus. Let's have an outfit change. They've added it for free. I'll take it. Our next increase will probably go to stamina. Let's throw some items in there and we'll save up for it. I think it could be fun. Change up our costume a bit. If it didn't, like, change in terms of damage, I wouldn't use it. So that was a very good change. We're mostly going to run around here until we find the items that we need in terms of this being looking for things that we haven't gotten yet. Now, we know that this thing is going to attack us, so it's like still just like, I know you're here the whole time. Please let me avoid this fucking grab, dude. I swear to God. Damn, dude, my stamina. I like to think that that should have been a perfect counter, but all good. I understand if not. Oh my God, I keep getting hit by that specific attack. Well, there's my 1 stack of damage increase for a counter at the moment. Shocking first fight there. We're just hopefully going to get better and better at doing... Hopefully going to get better and better at doing the perfect dodge counter. Gotta get that to a routine. Let's wear out the durability of this steel pipe before we upgrade to an axe. Oh, I was hoping I had enough time. That's fine. All good. I was like, I should have enough time to kill this before another one gets involved. The answer is no. Any one of these days. It's funny how, like, quickly... Damn, that counts as getting hit, doesn't it? God damn it. It's funny how quickly an enemy will go down with that knife, because obviously how much more powerful it is. There we go. Of course you're 1 hit away. Alright. And now I will go get the axe. We're being the most efficient possible. Oh, don't do that. Don't say we're being efficient and then replace the kitchen knife. Alright, being as efficient as possible with changing around items, naturally. Is grabbing one thing of Arare worth it? Absolutely not. But I just needed to check if there was a Jizo statue here. I'm not going to risk taking more damage than I'll heal with the with that one. So we'll leave that alone. Is he hanging like upside down in the tree? Looks like he's hanging upside down. Oh my god. 2 hit with the knife? The knife is a 2-hitter? Oh my lord. Alright. I need to get to another shrine. Don't make me backtrack all that way. Aw. 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 I have 3 different healing items in one thing. Let me chuck that there. Okay. This is where my toolkits are gonna go, right into this knife. Can you back off, please? We have our map of Sugisato, and then we can now see the rest of it. And a red pill that I will not be picking up. I need to go and donate some stuff to a shrine, please. Do you guys mind? We have the nice face tree. Some pills at the shrine. I will not be touching those. Man, look at all these bodies. Let's avoid them. Let's avoid them, hey? Yeah, don't want anything to do with them. Nothing I want to do with them. Oh my god, dude, I fucking hate taking damage when that shit happens, man. Taking damage like that is so annoying. Holy shit. Nah, you guys will leave me alone now, right? You guys will leave me alone now, right? If I just stay here long enough, there will be no more battle. There we go. Hey, what if we didn't fight? And I just gave a whole bunch as an offering. And we say, stamina, please. God damn. How many upgrades do you want from me? 2,000 for the next one. Yeah, we get it. Okay. It'll never end. Okay, now we need to find the gate key. Do I want to use that crowbar? Maybe. Now, I think we might be in a situation in regards to the statue, because we haven't found it yet. So I think we're still waiting for that. I'm just trying to think. We've run around this whole area, so I assume it's going to be out here. I think we're just overdue for the... Oh, God. Oh, we're overdue for that silly little chase sequence. Wait, what the fuck? What the hell? Oh, wasn't this closed? This building was closed in playthrough number 1, right? The light was on, but that door was shut, right? I think this is new. Strange note. My sanctuary is still incomplete. I'm lonely. So lonely. It feels like I'm going to freeze. I need to gather more women. More. But even when I do, they all go away. I keep collecting more and more, but they all die. Mommy, why did you leave me all alone? I'm lonely. So lonely. Feels like I'm going to freeze. I need to gather more women. More. But even when I do, they all go away. Have they put the gate key in a different spot? Metal gate key. See ya. Oh, hi. 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 Oh. Oh, no. All right. Hold on a second. Running out of stamina here. That was nice. God, group combat can be very nice when it's like that. Being able to hit multiple at once. Okay. I feel like we didn't go in this building. I think the gate key was on the outside. I hope I'm not crazy. Okay. So now we're in running time to get to the gate. I did this mistake last time. I made that mistake last time. Dude, come the fuck on. Dude, you gotta be kidding. Dude, that's actually such a bullshit grab, because that just like, you are dead. It's not even like one that you can fight against. That is so rude to have that come and grab you at that particular point in time. What a shit enemy. That sucks. This is genuinely one of those types of chase sequences where you get like, you don't even get one mistake, especially in terms of an enemy. You can maybe make one mistake with a wrong turn like I did just before, but this is ridiculous. Also, especially when my stamina is about to run out. That's just unreal behavior. Hey, where do we go from here? Let me pause real quick. Hey, where do we go from here? Let me pause real quick. No! Oh god, where do we go from here? We go... I think I have to go up from here, not underneath the bridge. That was a red pill. I don't need that shit. My stamina needs to replenish. Ah, man. I swear that they added more enemies to that.
ちょっと
Actually, like, get fucked.
休憩
Oh! How's that for a break? Okay, well... Okay, wait. I'm not going to be able to... Oh my god. No! I'm allowing myself to get overwhelmed here. Come on, brother. We've done this before. How's this not even going to be a new cutscene with nothing in there? I'm actually a bit surprised. I would have thought the fog form would have revealed a little bit more. Interesting.
これで終わりだよね
Blocked at the barrier. Yeah, I straight up would have assumed that maybe it would show us a little bit more in that moment. So I'm a bit surprised that it didn't. God damn it. Okay. Now we are on Statue Watch. So I assume... Oh yeah, I should go that way. I think what we're looking for will be in this area. I guess what would help is if we also were able to find the research note
この神社
giving us that information, and maybe it will be here somewhere. Actually, there we go.
書いてたみたい
Research Journal 4. There's the photo. It appears to be a clue collected by a researcher investigating the folklore of Abisugaoka. Okay, it's near that gate when we were running, so we'll head back there. Regarding the legend of the Sacred Sword, the defeated soldiers needed a place they could hide to escape prosecution by the enemy army. They were unable to engage with anyone from surrounding settlements, so there was no way for them to purchase new goods. This forced them to make do with what they already had and led to a culture where tools were used for as long as possible. The act of treating old tools with respect and reusing broken or unwanted ones was seen as a virtue and called kishu. It was thought that when a tool reached the end of its lifespan and was laid to rest, then both the tool and the god to whom it was offered would be pleased. Clearly, a tradition born of necessity in a hidden village of defeated soldiers. I'm a bit sad that we have missed the previous research photos, like a couple of them. Obviously not intentionally. Like, I'm walking around, I'm missing the documents. It's a bit of a shame, because there is obviously information as well as the photo. But there you go. Now, I think this is the tree, right? Yeah, so this is the tree. Ha. Cool. So you can see that I've done 3 of them, and there's 2 there. That's cool. So you can actually see a visual progress in regards to it. So we need to do the one in this area, and then I guess there will be another one after this, which will be elsewhere. So we might have to do a bit of backtracking to come back to this tree to get the sword, and then going to the other spot to cleanse it. We are on the path. There you are. The character for fire, can be faintly seen etched into the stone base. What am I looking for? Where was that? Alright, so there was a... there's a little house. And in a little pot, there's a little thing for us. I think there was something in the secret hideout Shu and I used. So I guess that'll be up this way a little bit. So we'll keep going. So I think the hideout is off to the side. Ah, yes. So I think the hideout is around the side, right? Look at all of these beautiful, beautiful flowers that have no connection to anything whatsoever. This is our hideout. As the bell continues to ring. The cracked hibachi brazier. It was filled with charcoal to help stay warm until the large crack put an end to that. Thank you for the ringing bell. From my sister. Whoa, look at all these red capsules that I'm going to ignore.
自分だけで頑張るよ。
Huge. Not only do we see a reaction to the written letter, because I think this letter here is new, but like we read a bit in playthrough number 1 in regards to the flower and the medicine and stuff like that, but we see her giving up the box of red capsules. We're on the path. There we go. Very cool to see. Hey there, partner. We've made it out of some pretty vicious battles together, huh? Even had to part ways with our fair share of comrades on the battlefield. I just never thought we'd have to part ways too. But at least ours won't be a goodbye through death on the battlefield. From now on, you can't ask for anything from me, okay? Because it's not like I can expect your help anymore. You have to look after yourself now. I won't be there to drag you to safety when you fall. But wherever we go, and no matter what we do, we'll always be part of the Space Army, and we'll always be partners, got it? Thanks for everything, Hinako. Shu. And there's the farewell. Wow. Valid emotional reaction, so that is the new part of that scene. Instead of reading through the journal, a bit more of a direct farewell. My ears were met with a soothing chime of bells upon offering the item. This should do. And it's okay. Don't need to read that. This might be about the tree. I'm sure that the mix of the Inari faith and Tsukumogami faith is only one of many cases, and once 100 years pass, who knows? The Tanuki statues of Shigaraki could be the next object of worship. Look at these little guys. Shu has an update. Shu's knowledge of medicine rivals that of a veteran pharmacist. From ingredients, efficacy, to the medicine that best matches your body, you name it and he'll be able to help you. You can consult him with all those pains that come with growing up, like headaches to acne, and just like that, he'll recommend you medicine and also give you advice on daily lifestyle choices. Rumor got around that listening to Shu's advice really does make acne go away, and now he's really popular with the girls. I suffer from frequent headaches, so Shu gets me medicine based on my symptoms, and it really helps out. Medicine based on my symptoms. That's right. And nothing else. Now that that is done, the question mark does remain at the tree. I expect after this sequence, there's got to be another statue, and then we've got to come back to this. To the tree. One Jizo statue per, like, area of Abyssal Gaoka, I think. And now we say, hello? Is anyone home? Are we about to have some sort of perfectly normal adventure? No new scenes upon entering the house. Unbelievable. It always kind of hits you when you're like, you'd think that maybe there would be something new. But we're back into the Dark Shrine. Oh, we get to see the Fatal Frame version of this fit. It's actually really high effort too, to be honest. Like, it's not just, you're wearing the outfit.
いいえ、私は恐れません。
Run, hurry, there's no going back.
姿が見えなくとも一緒にいるのを感じます。
Damn, okay. Totally disregarding the warning.
頑張ります。あなたにふさわしくなるように。
I really like that it's not just, hey, you're wearing the outfit and it's like a visual change, but it is actually, it's designed properly and it changes. So we've got the ripped back, we have the torn sleeve that we got to see before, even like the fucking torso just bleeding. So that's actually really cool. It doesn't take you out of the game in that sense with like a different costume. Now, this is the most curious part for me. The most curious part for me, because we've already gone through the set of rituals here. Because, yeah, we can literally use our focus and go through these doors just at the beginning now. You know what I mean? We don't have to go to any of these particular spots. Just kind of crazy. I feel like we should do that then. Yeah. Hang on. What we can literally do is we can just go straight through and skip the whole area with that in mind, technically. I think maybe that's even the intention, which I appreciate. And we're going to save the game. We're going to see what happens regardless, because obviously this whole area is different in order to like engage with it. So we'll save here. I'm still going to do the thing where I look around because I can't be certain, you know? I can't just confidently be like, yeah, we just skip right through. So I'm going to look around. But it does seem like it's this element of New Game Plus where it's like, hey, you've already done it once. Here's a nice little skip. We do have some letters here. Halt the spread of corruption from the mortal world on thy hand and cleanse it to a silver and noble sheen. Rejoice, Hinako, and be welcome. I guess that's the arm. This seal shall mark thee as our own proof of thine own sacrifice of body and spirit. Be thou awake or hidden in sweet slumber, joyous shall thou be to serve. Even when flesh has rotted away and bone turned to dust, so thou shalt serve. Withstand the ceremony of welcome, and Hinako shall be born anew with blinding beauty, ancestral spirits of the Tsuneki, who by order of the Kuzunomiya in heaven's benediction dwell, offer unto Hinako thy words of celebration, for she has completed this ritual. So all three of those letters representing those three rituals we went through. We can go through these areas still, so these aren't like doors that are completely sealed. I assume that there would be another room that can open with the fox brooch, maybe? Maybe the reward for continuing to look around will end up being items. Alright, after navigating through most of this area and opening up all of the doors that I could find, we haven't gone outside of this area yet in terms of taking any stairs or going to any ritual chambers, because I don't know what will happen. But we do have some shriveled Abura Age, and in this room, some more shriveled Abura Age. But there's also some notes here. There's an Ama and a note. So once I found this room, I was like, well, I got to save the game and we got to see what this is, because this is not information we have read yet. Family Physician's Log, February 16th. It's a miracle. How could this be? The two daughters' symptoms have improved dramatically. February 18th. Both patients have made a full recovery. I do not understand it one bit. Could this be a phenomenon that cannot be explained through scientific means? There exists no record in any literature of a disease or toxin that could lead to such a cruel illness. Such a dramatic recovery as the two daughters experienced has likewise never been documented. Now, the housemaids are whispering about a supposed curse, yet I can no longer chide them and insist science can prove all. So Hinako and Junko, at a young age, having some form of illness. Cursed blood, perhaps. Cursed blood, perhaps. But now that we have the Ama as well, we have enshrined enough items to level up another stat. And we will go for our health. Surely 2000 has to be the final upgrade, which is still shocking. Okay, that is done. Now, for clarity's sake on endings, as we reach this part of the game, I did look up information just to see if we're on the right track. Obviously, having a cutscene like putting the pillbox down is the indicator that we have not been taking any pills. We're on the right track there. That's good. There is one more statue to get after this. There is also an item to get in this specific area as well. As far as I'm aware, we are able to pick up this item and still achieve both of the endings in relation to purifying or not purifying the sword, but this item is exclusive to one of the endings. Like I said, as far as I'm aware, from what because I'm not trying to get details, I'm just trying to get the bare bones information. So we're going to pick up the item, but just to be safe, I am also going to make a separate save at this point, just in case picking up this item kind of locks you in the path. I'm pretty sure the determining factor on the ending is if you have the sword or not, and if you have the sword, whether it's purified or not. So those are the determining factors as far as I'm aware. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go into the areas where rituals were being done, just to take a look around and see if there's anything. Because it does seem like I said before, we do have the opportunity to just run straight through. But you can never be too sure. And I'm also not sure exactly where this item is, just that it is not on the ground floor. So I guess that's what we're looking for. Going into this area, I hope that it's not just going to be me ending up in, like, combat. But if we're good at our combat with our foxy little arm here, I won't need to take any damage, and it won't be a waste of resources. Okay, this will be a... Oh, I forgot to donate those items at the old shrine. Okay, hold on. I gotta do that first. I think this will be one of the things that will be the biggest advantage, is there'll be a lot of faith items to donate, and that's what I should be looking out for. Because because I don't want to get to a point where we're picking up Ama and it's going to waste, you know, if we're not even getting enough items or Ama to even do anything about it. So I don't want that to happen. Absolutely not. So we'll donate some of that. And if there's anything new that comes up through these areas, we will discover them together.
なんと神々しい場所でしょう。
So we do have some dialogue coming through at the very least. But this place is so majestic. While getting another item we can enshrine. So going into room number 1. I guess that's the information we have. Maybe there'll be some dialogue. There'll most certainly be an item. And there'll be a couple of enemies waiting for you. I was wondering if it was going to do anything like cutscene wise, naturally. And I was like, maybe will it show like flashes of the cutscene instead that we already experienced? But no, it's unnecessary. We don't need to be seeing that shit again. It's brutal enough as it is. Oh, nice. Okay, so I think this is new for us with the brooch, because from memory we don't get access to the brooch until after this, because I'm pretty sure we get it after we have the fox's sight. Maybe? I can't remember exactly when we get that brooch now. I don't know if we've gone into this room, because I think when we get the fox brooch, there is a room that we do open with it in playthrough number 1, but I think it's after. So let's enshrine some stuff and let's go and take a look. Show me what's in here. And we'll be able to get sanity. We'll be able to get our sanity up if we find another Ama. Now, there was no new dialogue in area number 2. No calling anything majestic. Times like this, I wish we sprinted a little faster. Instead of a fox arm, maybe a couple of legs that gave us some increased speed, maybe? Okay. Have we been in here before? I don't think so. Oh, no, definitely not. Okay. Cool. So, what happened in playthrough 1? What was it? It was like we opened the door and we're like, whoa, cool. And then it's a door and you go, oh, I can't even open it. This is a whole brand new area. Okay. New Game Plus, Feasting. Okay, we have a bunch of bells attached to lamps. Mandate of the clan. Upon the rock, our ancestors built a shrine, naming it Heaven's Benediction so it could serve as a sanctuary for our clan. When heaven's benediction falls, the wrath of the depths shall rage against the heavens themselves, and both man and land shall face calamity. When the time comes, the glory of Higa's gods shall wane, heralding to the end of our clan. It is the duty of our family's head to ensure that heaven's benediction will prosper for generations to come. It is the fate of our family's head that he shall prevent calamity from ever arising. All right, the lamps all have different symbols on them. He who seeks the crimson water which banishes evil. When the Shishi Odoshi strikes once, let the bell chime. Thrice shall the bells ring to speak the legends of this land. Trapped under a great stone in the lake's abyss lies a slumbering water dragon, born during the age of gods and sealed away by our ancestors. Deprived of the water dragon's spirit, the once lush great tree has met a withering fate. Okay, so this might be needing to ring the bells in a particular order that lines up with this. Crimson water and the sacred sword. So this is going to be for more research notes because we missed out on research note number 3. Crimson water says, he who seeks the crimson water, which banishes evil. So when the Shishi Odoshi strikes once, let the bell chime. Thrice shall the bells ring to speak the legends of this land. So, okay. Let's take a look. Is this our Shishi Odoshi striking once? That's a tree branch. We have one that is waves. That's a house. Mandate of the clan. And yet our mortal world is ever changing. The age of gods has passed and the powers of heaven have withered. Such a living sacrifice may no longer suffice to quell the wrath of the deep, so our ancestors saw fit to place a seal of immense power upon the being below. Upon the water they set a great stone. Now the being remains sealed away, unable to break free of its prison. However, earth cannot endure forever against the might of water. As its power wanes, the seal shall break. When the wrath rises once more, we shall be powerless to stop it. And the symbol on this is a mountain. Ah. Nice! Another aimer coming our way. We have water. Oh man, crimson water. Like when Hinako is cleansing herself and it's like lava. It feels like, and then ends up looking like lava to her when she's like freaking out. I guess we could maybe take it literally in terms of how it feels. Big flowers. Hote-sama sitting cross-legged. A medicine bottle with Hote-sama the monk engraved on it contains a red liquid. There's our crimson water. No, that's our Hote-sama. A clear medicinal infusion with a deep red color. This natural remedy is a traditional folk medicine used to alleviate and offer pain relief and can either be ingested or applied to the affected area. It is known in Abisu-go-oka as Agura no Hotei-sama or Hotei-sama's cure and is still favored by a small minority of the town's elderly population who has a distaste for modern medicine. In ancient times, when people believed fevers were the result of demonic possession, this infusion was considered a miracle cure that was capable of dispelling evil spirits. Though the original formulation has been lost to time, original documents indicate that it took an extraordinary amount of time and effort to prepare. Very cool. Another remedy. Another medicinal property. I believe this is the item that I was talking about earlier, that we need for an ending. It's not the Crimson Water, specifically, but something else. So that is something that is needed. So I will make a new save after this, just to be safe. And a note of caution. A note of caution. The Agura no Hotei Sama bestows unto us the blessing of Crimson Water. Okay, it is the Crimson Water. This blessing can be found deep beneath the sacred mountain, where spring water pools to infuse with benison herbs. Its medicinal properties, unlike any other, are the bounty of many moons of steeping. The power imbued to the crimson water shall eradicate even the most wicked evil. But beware, for its frightful potency makes it unsuitable for the purification of mortals. Only for the excision of ancient evil shall it be used. So if we are suffering some form of fox god possession, that might be what this is about. According to the writings of the Iwai family, whose members have served the people of Ebisu Gaoka as physicians for generations, only infusions prepared using the traditional method can truly be called Agura no Hotei Sama. Anything bearing the name in the modern day is merely snake oil. True infusions are said to be a double-edged sword, both a miraculous elixir and a dangerous poison. That is, if one harbors any guilt inside their hearts, then not only shall the infusion cleanse you of any evil spirits, but it will also destroy your very self from the inside out. If you're harboring guilt, okay. Hey, this deal's sounding worse and worse all the time. Not very good there, is it? The idea of having that. All right, so we have fire, we have mountain, we have waves, we have tree, we have maybe house. Let's read this. It's either the note to him picking up, that's the order, or this. So we would be picking multiple things. So I think we might pick the water one first. Then we pick maybe we go pick that house. And then we go and pick about the mountain. And then we pick the fire, and then the tree. Let's try something. Went the wrong way. Okay. Maybe not. Documents. Alright, I don't think it's the mandate of the clan, though it is similar. Has to be this. So he who seeks the crimson water which banishes evil. But what's strange about this is I already picked it up. Right? I have the item. Maybe it's a different item. It's a medicine bottle which contains a red liquid. Maybe it's how I can... It gives me a bottle opener. I have a corkscrew. He who seeks the crimson water which banishes evil. When the Shishi Odoshi strikes once, let the bell chime Thrice shall the bells ring to speak the legends of this land. So I think the well is the Shishiyodoshi, so it's, you know, it's doing its doink. So we let a bell chime when it strikes once, and it's saying like 3 times. Thrice shall the bells ring. So do I need to ring the correct bells 3 times? Do I need to ring 3 bells? Trapped under a great stone in the lake's abyss lies a slumbering water dragon, born during the Age of Gods and sealed away by our ancestors. Deprived of the water dragon's spirit, the once lush great tree has met a withering fate. So it doesn't even... there is no mention of, like, a fire, and there's no mention of whatever the hell is down there. Okay. I think the only relevant portion to the bells is after the description of thrice shall the bells ring. So this is the mountain. Then we ring in regards to the water, and then the tree that will wither away. Do I have to do it? I wonder if I miss one, like if it ends up going twice. Alright, I might have to be faster. Okay, I'm gonna let this go one more time, and then we're gonna sprint to the water. I think it might be faster to go around this way. Alright, hit that. Run this way with all of your might. Quickly now. Okay, so now I can hit this. And then let it go once more. Nice. Yep. Okay, that's Crimson Water, all right. Oh, does it get that? It gets that little mark on the top right when it's like completed. Like you've finished this area. The last record of a true Agura no Hotei-sama being administered in Abisu-ga-Oka was around the time that Senensuke Shrine's divine tree fell in a lightning strike. According to historical records, it was decided that in order to protect against such misfortune that from befalling the shrine again, and an Inari statue would be enshrined as a divine object. The Awai family sprinkled the statue with revered medicine to cleanse it of any impurities. It is said that the Inari statue's bowl miraculously filled with a red liquid resembling this liquid, and ever since, any villagers who drank it were cured of their illness. Okay. The Agura has been claimed. I don't think there's anything... Oh, cool. I don't think there's anything more that I need to do here. There we go. Now I'm going to go into the third and final ritual chamber. See if there's anything for us to do there. And then we can proceed. So it is confirmed that our reward for going through all of the previous ritual areas is items that will give you faith. Items that you can enshrine. So that is a reason to explore around this full area. And there you go. So now what we're able to do is progress. So we're going to do this. Basically going through the same area as the first playthrough. Except this time I got to enjoy... Oh. This time I got to enjoy not being exposed to cutscenes that were horrifying to look at. What a blessing. Now, I believe this is where we've got the boss fight with Rinko. Yo, what's up?
では行こうか。
ご一緒に。
It is time. Hey, I've kind of done this walk
見
before.
たまえ。皆が私たちを祝ってくれている。
Do you want to like walk a little faster? I've done this one before. We could kind of. Do you want to engage in like a bit of a skipping action? All right, I can walk from here. I'm good. Oh my god! And it's a hold to skip, and there's not even a new cutscene. Oh! Oh my word. Okay.
見たくなかった。こんなリンコ見たくなかった。
Very nice. All right, just get a couple of foxy skills out there. Start with a bit of Spartan Rage. Oh. Getting these good counters in right here. Let's go. Ah, I'm out of stamina. God, I hate the faces of the minions. I'm actually gonna get killed. Hold on a sec. Oh. Oh, on the tail end of the strike. Oh, come on. Nice. No new scenes? Get out of here, Rinko. I'm done with you. Goodbye. Don't you think I've gone through enough already? Alright, new scene.
ひなこ、もう十分。殺すか殺されるか決めた？
お姉ちゃん、
殺されなさい、ひなこ。
どうしてみんなそうなの？みんな殺してるの？お姉ちゃんも殺したの？
ええ、私も殺したわ。お父さんもお母さんも、そして大切な妹であるあなたもね。友達もみんな殺したわ。
私は殺されたくない。
今日それを口にすることがどれだけ恐ろしいか分かってる？
もちろん。
今日までに何度も言ったかもしれないけれど、もう一度だけ言うわね。生はあなたが選びなさい。だけど今日、その選択には特別な代償が伴う。それもあなたが生き延びた時にだけ。あなたがおとなしく殺されるなら何の代償もない。お姉ちゃんはひなこに幸せになってほしいよ。
お姉ちゃん。シュウ、リンコ。
Does the interpretation of like, yeah, I killed like my parents, and even you and all my friends, like that sort of thing, is this like, you know, the cost that is paid in marriage, or in particular the marriage for these two specifically, that it's not a literal killing, but then how does that link with our wild little murder spree situation at the end? I don't know. But we have now entered the next part of this to make our way down the mountain and head to the Shimizu residence. But obviously, before we do something like that, we will be obtaining the final Jizo statue. We will get the item to sort that out. We will then obtain the sword. We will then purify the sword. But we'll make sure to have a save file before the purification, because that should be our fork in the road moment of whether or not the sword is purified, and we'll be able to take a look at 2 endings specifically. So that should be what happens next time. So thank you so very much for joining me for this episode of Silent Hill F. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing how this one ends. Very intrigued by closing out our replay and then seeing how the other ending will go as well. So please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the episode. Subscribe if you haven't already to support the channel, and I will see you next time.